Ford Square residents, and welcome to another episode of Around the Square. First of all, I'd like to apologize for the camera angle. I am a one-man operation here today, and so it's what we have. And I want to share that picture in the background. It's one of my prized possessions. Who else gets to pie their boss in the face? That was taken about a year ago, and it just makes me laugh, so I made it my screensaver. I'm pretty sure Brian hates it, but Brian's not here, so ta-da! A quick campus update, and I apologize for not having 100% of the information, but what I do have is what Brian had given to us for the resident council, so I'll read that off to you all. First, we're going to start with a quick COVID update. We currently have 9 residents and 8 associates positive. Now, the positivity cases in Charlotte County are going up, and the Department of Health is reporting that Florida is at 9% and Charlotte County is at 10.5%. And with that being said, we're not issuing a mask mandate. However, we are asking people if they would like to use it. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to. If you are showing signs and symptoms, please stay home. Just please stay home if you are not feeling well. The recruitment. We're working on recruitment, and we currently have 61 open positions. In April, we hired 16 new associates and 20 in May. And so far, we have 13 on the onboarding process. So we'll see more associates on the floor very, very soon. We have had some questions about the robots in the dining rooms. Now, the Gables East robot is working fine, but the Gables West robot needs to be reprogrammed. So we've communicated with the company, and they'll be coming out to reprogram that robot, as it's not working as we had anticipated it to in the Gables West dining room. The Gables East renovation project, we're waiting on the design boards, and as soon as we have more information on that, we'll give it to you. The pool renovation is almost complete. The painters, I saw them in there. They were working in the locker rooms, painting, and they'll be painting the entire pool area with the exception of the beautiful mural that is on the far back wall. The village bathrooms are still closed. The closest restroom to use would be in the Wellness Center or in Gables West lobby. The roofing project looks like it wrapped up, and they're just doing the final cleanups around campus. So bear with us. We are still finding pieces of debris around campus, and they'll be fixing that. The Gables East chilled water line. So that project was supposed to be 3 days, and they did it in 1. So special thanks to that contractor, and a very special thank you to all of the residents that were so understanding, so patient, and real troopers, honestly. And we're just happy that that is over and behind us. The dock. The dock and grill area are in their final stages, and Brian has written down that he anticipates a grand opening around the second week of June. Also, I've had some residents ask me to remind everyone to wear their name tags. If you do not have a name tag, get in touch with me, and I'll order you a new one if you need it, or stop at your front desk and ask for a name tag. But please, just as a courtesy to the others, because not everyone can recognize everyone, just wear your name tags. And like I said, if you need a new one, let me know. And with this week's episode, I hope you all enjoy it. It is something near and dear to my heart. I got to go to the airport and visit with a resident that attended the honor flight, and what a perfect time to put this on during Memorial Day. And thank you to all of our veterans, and have a safe and happy Memorial Day, and remember those that fought for us for our freedoms. Well, hello everyone around the square. I'm here with Bill Deacon. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Dawn.
Now, Bill, you just recently went on the honor flight, which I can't even imagine how exciting that is. I got to see a lot of the pictures and the videos, which you have generously shared with us, and your the person Scott that escorted you
Yeah.
during the honor flight, he shared a lot of videos, and we're going to share those with the residents on this episode. But how did you get involved with it?
It started a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
uh, certainly pre-COVID. Uh, some people from Southport had been on the honor. They had been on a couple honor flights that I
Mm-hmm.
was aware of, and I think it seemed to me it was Norma Jock who said, you know, you're a veteran, you should apply. And so I thought, well, that's fine for combat veterans, but I am a veteran, yeah, but I
Not a
never,
combat
no,
veteran,
no, no.
right? Right.
And so, no, any veteran, if you're in the time frame. So I applied, and COVID came, and we all forgot about honor flights. So the very first honor flight from Claudia Lee, um, I was called, and you're still available. Absolutely.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah,
awesome. So
so
when they, because I know I was starting to volunteer with them with Lee Collier Honor Flight, and then they put a stop to everything when COVID happened. And then they started back up when COVID, when restrictions were better. And so then they gave you a call
yeah,
and said, hey, we have a spot. Are you still able to go?
still. So
Oh, that's wonderful.
I said absolutely.
So you left your itinerary. Well, I saw that itinerary. It was very, very busy. You had to leave here at what, 3 a.m.?
Yes, Scott, my guardian,
Right.
picked me, who is from Port Charlotte, picked me up at 3 o'clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
out front, and
Were you in your pajamas?
no, I
So
I
he
got
picked you,
dressed.
he picked you up at 3 a.m.
Yes,
And then
and we
you,
drove down to Fort Myers, to the airport, and went into the terminal, and had breakfast
mm-hmm.
in the terminal. They had tables set up, and
Nice. So you just
yeah.
sat there and waited. You had to go through TSA.
Yes, yeah.
And then you
yeah.
just had your breakfast, waited
By
until
the
the
way,
flight.
By the way, going through CSA, we got salutes from.
Did you really?
Yeah, no, I mean
Aw.
they didn't. They said, "Yeah, thank you for your service." So that was, so that was the first step.
Yeah. So you were all day. You were thanked all day.
All day.
Yeah, that must have felt wonderful,
Yeah.
though. Really. So then you leave
Yeah, I'm
here.
not thanked for very much.
So when you left the airport, obviously you flew up to what was it, Kennedy? No, Reagan.
Reagan.
Reagan,
Yeah.
and then tour buses came and got you.
Yep.
And then
There's
you
four
went.
big tour buses,
Uh-huh.
with a bathroom on them.
Oh, nice.
That kind of bus, and four of them for our group. There were 90 veterans.
Wow. And then plus each one of them has a
guardian.
Has a guardian with them.
And then the Lee County Honor Flight group has another 20. I have no idea.
Yeah, they're
but
organizers
a bunch
behind
of
the
people
scenes.
who were doing things like setting up the breakfast and setting up the lunch and doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's an amazing charity. It's an amazing organization. There's a lot of great, big-hearted, respectful volunteers in that whole
Absolutely.
thing.
And,
Yeah.
Which I really didn't come to understand until after the flight. I mean, it was the fact that, there, as, as I recall, 260 of these groups around the country, and they each raise the money to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and offer this to veterans at no cost.
Right.
Just an amazing effort.
Yeah, it really is. It really is amazing. So I found out today that we have another. So you went through the Lee Collier
Yes.
honor flight.
Yeah.
That's who you had registered with. Well, I have found out that we have a Charlotte County honor flight. I'm not too familiar with them. They're not as active, to my knowledge, as Lee and Collier ones are. But we have some residents going tomorrow
I
on
think that's
Saturday.
great.
I think it's great too.
Yeah.
But
I
they're
wish I
flying.
could sign up for another round.
But they're flying out of Punta Gorda.
Okay.
They fly. Frontier is taking them
Okay.
instead because you went on American Airlines.
American Airlines.
Yeah. So when you got to Washington D.C. and you got on those charter buses, where did they take you first? Did you go to the tomb first, or
No. It seemed to me we went to World War II Memorial,
okay?
which is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I could be, because it's sort of a blur, and even the pictures aren't in order, so I'm not even.
Right.
But I think it was World War II.
World War II. Okay. And so you went from that monument or to that one, and then you got back in the buses and went to another one.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, the order I'm not.
Oh, that's all right. Not a big deal.
certain.
The itinerary doesn't
I
matter.
know that we were on the bus to go to Arlington.
Oh, okay.
And,
you went to Arlington Cemetery.
Yeah.
You went to the tomb of the
Tomb
Unknown Soldier.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I saw that you were at the Vietnam Memorial and the Korean Memorial.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes. So World War II, Korea. We went to Air Force Memorial.
Oh, okay.
Which is that's the first time in fact, it was the first time I'd seen most of them.
Oh, really?
I'd seen the wall. And whether it was the length of time that we spent in Washington on the last time that I went, I mean the time before last that I went, I'm not sure,
Mm-hmm.
but I know I'd seen the Vietnam Wall before.
Yeah, and we have a replica here in Punta Gorda.
Yes.
Yeah, and it actually, because I've been to both,
Yeah.
and they did a really good job here in Punta Gorda. That one is just a smaller scale of what they have, and it's no matter what size it is, it's still jaw dropping.
To me, it was the most impressive of the war memorials in that it made the cost of war real.
Yeah.
You see the names of the people that didn't come back, and blank spaces at the end, and a sign that said that the blank spaces were slowly being filled in. They put in 3 or 4 names a year, just because of the recording errors. So it still is still growing.
Wow. Yeah, that's terrible.
But there's the real human cost of war.
Mm-hmm.
It was very touching.
Now, in here there's a video that Scott got of you, and Scott is reading to you and pinning on a pin. What is that pin?
Because the time that I was in the service, I was qualified to be recognized as both Korean War and Vietnam War. And so that pin was because of the time overlap to Vietnam. So, but I had, in fact, when I was in the service, I probably didn't know what Vietnam was.
Now, when did you serve in the service?
Lord, let's see. I went in January of '54, and I was drafted the moment I finished college, which would have been in the spring of '53. I was draft bait.
You were draft bait.
and I expected to have to go right away.
Uh-huh.
And then there was delay, and so the draft board said, well, you can take a job for the summer or something, but so it won't be right away. So I wasn't called until January. So
Oh, okay.
and I'd had a
But because you had a education and you were taught, you went to college for teaching, right?
No,
What did you go to school for?
agriculture.
Agriculture? How did you wind up teaching? I'm all confused with you, Bill.
I ended up teaching because of the Army.
Oh, okay.
No, I ended up teaching in an automotive repair course, a tank automotive repair course at Aberdeen Proving Ground in Maryland. And I enjoyed teaching.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, after I wasn't discharged at that point, but I had served the 2 years, and so I was sent back to being a civilian after the 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked the job that I was on, and they offered me a position, so I stayed there doing the same thing.
But as a civilian?
As a civilian.
Oh, okay.
With several times more money.
You got more money as a civilian than you did?
Yeah, you might say that. Since I was a private.
No, you didn't get anything.
I stayed a private. Yeah.
So, all right, so you were a teacher. How long did you teach in the Army? As a civilian?
As a civilian, 3 years.
Okay, so about 5 years you spent in the Army teaching. 2 of those in a private, not in jobless, basically. And then 3 of those you finally earned a paycheck.
Yeah.
Very nice. So that was in the late 50s when you got out of there.
Correct, yeah.
So that pin, if I remember the video, it spoke about the bridge between the Korean and the Vietnam War. Is that what I understood it to be?
That's what
it's about?
to be, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what you understood it.
It's just, yeah, and I was qualified for it, so
Hey.
I received it.
Yeah, really? You just say thank you.
So yeah, exactly.
So you guys had a lunch too. So they fed you breakfast.
Oh yes.
And then they fed you lunch. Where did you have lunch up there?
At one of the memorials.
At the memorials,
Yeah.
they had another like buffet box
Yeah,
lunch for
yeah.
you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And then you went back.
And snacks.
And snacks all day.
All day. You.
I saw the videos of you snacking.
I don't think anybody could go hungry.
Bill, when you got home and you got off the plane after an exhausting day of being up since 3 a.m., traveling all day, sightseeing all day, very emotional day, I would imagine. So you get off the plane and they don't let you walk. You're done walking for the day. I saw that. I thought I was ready to take bets to see if you were walking or not, because I can't even imagine you giving up being you would want to sit, you would want to walk. You're very active. Yeah.
So that was not a choice.
Yeah, Scott looked like
And
he had you in there. Yeah.
They're dealing with people who, at least in one part of their life, did as they were told. So
You just did as you were told.
Do.
Yeah.
You do or die.
Oh, that's funny. So were you expecting the volume
No, not at all.
of people there?
No.
It is.
No. It was. I had heard something about the return, and that there were people, but no. I mean, the terminal was full of people.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I got there and it was packed.
It was crazy.
If there's a band, there was a band.
Yeah.
There were women nurses, old-timey nurses, putting on lipstick, kissing people. Rosie the Riveters were all over there. It was great. And all of the Vietnam bikers.
Yeah.
The entire departure level upstairs, because that's where you guys came in at, even though it's the arrivals. But that whole area was covered in motorcycles.
Wow.
Motorcycles everywhere. And I guess they were doing some, motorcade with another veteran, but it was raining when you came back. I don't know how it was pouring. So that's why I don't know how great their motorcade went, but I hope they had a better day than. But so it sounds like you would do it all over again.
Would I do it over again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, today.
Yeah.
Today. I'm ready.
Oh, that's awesome. So you got all right, so I know we're going to have a lot of residents asking about how can they get involved in this. So the Lee and Collier County Honor Flight is what you participated in.
Yes.
And today we just learned about the Charlotte County Honor Flight.
They also have an honor flight.
Right.
Yes.
So I will try to get more information available for the residents here. So if they're inquisitive after seeing this video, and how much of a fantastic trip that was, and memorable and well deserved, I might add, to our veterans, I think they would, more people will get on board. So
highly recommend it.
Oh, good. Now you brought a bag. What do you have in your bag? Oh. I love the show and tell stuff.
Yeah. This is a bag which
they gave that to you?
They gave out, which I had. And a Korean hat, and we did have a couple World War II veterans on the flight. Most were Vietnam. And a few Koreans. Yeah. Korean War, period. But and so few that we, meaning World War II and Korea, sat in the first class section of the
Nice.
So that was
there were so few of you left that they put you in first class.
First class.
Hey, where was Scott, your guardian? He was in the back?
Yeah.
Riding coach.
That was the only time that we were separated.
Was on the plane?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everyone had these great shirts.
A T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And with the honor flight.
And that's a nice.
Logo.
That's a nice shirt too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see, the hat and.
Oh, you even got a jacket.
Even a very nice, rain jacket.
Oh, neat.
And. Everybody had one of these around their neck.
Oh, yeah, a lanyard.
Yes, with your name on it and your guardian's name. And the guardian had one with my name on it.
So you guys had to match it up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, that's a nice goodie
so
bag.
very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was.
Wow. Well, I want to go. Well, I am so happy that you went. It looks like a marvelous time. It looked like you had a time of a lifetime. You know, it just looked great. So, thank you for sharing all of your videos with us, and I hope everyone enjoys those videos as much as I did. Seeing some of them. I won't show all of them because we don't want to take away surprises from people. But really, thank you very much for your service.
Thank you.
And hey, when I was there welcoming you back, I saw little Girl Scouts give you cookies. Where are the cookies, Bill?
I have them hidden. I
didn't bring them in the
them.
bag,
No.
Oh, well, maybe next time I'll
That's
get some
for
Girl
another
Scouts.
day.
Well, again, thank you, Bill, for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Top to bottom. Okay. Read it nice and loud so everyone can hear. EFC William Harold Deacon Jr., U.S. Army, serving from 1954 to 1956. This pin is being placed above your heart as a token of America's appreciation for your service. The appreciation is for your personal execution of all duties assigned and designated to your military service during the years 1955 to 1975. It is an honor to present you with the 50-year anniversary lapel pin. Welcome home.
I have it. We'll get to it. We're working through it. Stay right here. Yep. Yep. Good. Get them and bring them over here.
This is one that is just, to me, is terribly moving.
Actually,
I had it, didn't it?
That's why I was here.
Residents, I am at the airport waiting for the honor flight. All the way at the end of the line. So I'll flip it around. So this is the end. As you can see, it goes all the way down. And this goes right to the terminal. And they have this big parade here. All the way around to the concourse D over here.
At the Darktown Strutters Ball.
Thank you. All these More signs.
Thank you.
take care, Mr. Deacon. It was an honor.
Group photo.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for spending the day with us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You're very
Thank you,
welcome.
Mr. Deacon.
was
Thank
great.
you for letting me spend the day with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Service.
service. I'm going to tuck this right in here.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you for your service, sir. It was nice to meet you.
Bye, honey.
Bill. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Deacon, was it 2 thumbs up?
Thanks.
Did
Two.
you like it?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back. I've got Johnny out there.
Good. I'll say hi.
Thanks.
Thank you for your service, sir. Welcome home.
Thank you. We walk all day, but they push us home.
Thank you for your service, sir. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome home. Thank you.
Look at here.
That's nice. Welcome home.
Welcome home. Thank you. God bless. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome home.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
And there's our Bill Deacon. Welcome back, Bill. Did you have fun? Say hi. That's my guy right there. That's Bill. Thank you for all you've done. Hi,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
How was your day?
Tomorrow I take the garbage out.
Oh, Bill. I'm gonna stay out of your way. I'm sure you want to get home and go to bed. Are you tired?
No.
No? How was it? Was it a lot of fun?
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay, good.
It was.
You know, I'm going to let you sleep tomorrow and then I'm badgering you on Monday.
It was a beautiful day.
Yeah, I
there.
saw
I
the
don't know
pictures.
how it was here.
I've been following the day on Facebook. It's been beautiful. Oh, how nice. Okay, and as you can see down there are some charter buses, and that's where some of the vets are going to go and get dropped off at their point down in Collier in Lee County. But I believe Bill is being escorted home by Nancy and a friend. So that was fun. Well, hello everyone. Today I'm with Lisa Trowski. Hi.
Hi.
Now, Lisa, last week you, along with the marketing office, held an event for officers for Police Officer Appreciation Week.
Yes.
And it was very successful, very nice event. The Gold Tones were there, and
They were wonderful.
yeah, and I saw the chief of police. I got to meet her from Punta Gorda,
Pam
which was
Davis, yes.
yeah, I was a little starstruck. I was like, wow, what are you doing here?
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was a really nice event. And at that event, you were doing a fundraiser for fallen officers, correct?
Yes.
All right. So give us a little bit of a report on what happened there.
So we were collecting $10 from each of the residents that wanted to attend our event. With that, we, as the money came in, we put it in this jar. Prior to the event, we had $380, and we were like, that's awesome. During the event, we raised $140 more. So,
Wow. So the people that paid in advance for that $10,
yes.
and then on top of that, another $140?
I don't know. Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Other people, I'm assuming, just came and put money. I was not in front of where the money came from, but people were coming up and putting money, and that's awesome.
That is.
So $520 we have right now. So we're like, hey, why don't we just keep a hold of it until May 31st? So if anybody else wants to make donations, we'll keep the till open until May 31st. Stop in the sales office. And, you know, even if you want to throw in $1, throw in $1.
Right.
And then June 1st, or the end of May 31st, I should say, we'll count up the money and we'll let you guys know how much we raised. And then we'll welcome out the Fallen Officers Division and present them with a check of all the money that we recorded.
Oh, how nice.
If
How
we
nice.
get to $1,000, we'd really like that. But
That
everything
would be
was-
a nice donation
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
But hey, you know, we can get what we get.
Exactly.
And so this, if people are interested, have them come over to the marketing office.
Yes.
All the proceeds go to the Fallen Officers. And that's the Fallen Officers Foundation. That's at
Based at
Naples.
Naples,
Yeah,
yes.
that's from Naples, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, this is a very close subject to your heart.
Yes, absolutely.
And why is that? So why is it that it is so close to your heart?
Well, I was a police officer in Rochester, New York. I did just over 20 years. My last 3.5, I was assigned to the mounted unit. So I have a couple pictures right here.
Yeah, I saw those. Look at this.
Yes.
So you had your own horse here with the pink leggings.
Yep. Her name was Sophie.
Sophie the horse. Look at you.
Yeah. So we were a small unit. We had 5 horses and 4 riders.
Oh.
So yeah.
Look at that one.
Yeah, so actually this one was taken on one of my last rides. So my last ride where I could meet up with Monroe County Sheriff's Department Mounted Unit and Livingston County Sheriff's Mounted Unit. We all got together and we did my last ride, which was down at Charlotte Beach in Rochester. So we had 16 horses all together. So we all met, and this was our pizza party afterwards in the parking lot, and she wanted some of my pizza. So
Oh, how funny.
that was her face after she tasted some pizza in New York.
Yeah. Now you have many friends that are officers, obviously,
Yes.
and family members that will benefit from this charity that you're raising money for, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. Unfortunately, we've lost a lot of lives this past year. I believe it was 619 officers were names were put on the wall in Washington this past week.
Wow.
For Police Week, yeah.
Wow. Wow. And it is a thankless job sometimes. So
Absolutely.
it's nice to see that people still honor and respect our law enforcement and appreciate them for what they are. They're not the bad guys.
Right.
You are not the
exactly.
bad guys. That's not why you're
Exactly.
here. So
Exactly.
thank you so much for all of your service that you did.
Thank you.
20 plus years. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And then when you got off of your horse, you came to Florida.
Yes.
And now you have doggies.
Yes.
No horses.
No horses.
No horses.
No horses. I have three American bullies.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's nice. Well, again, this is a wonderful charity that you're raising money for and awareness for, because there's a lot of people that aren't aware of the fallen officers.
Right.
And we wanted to thank you for your efforts and generosity to everybody that donated. So thank you.
Thank you.
So Lisa, as a former police officer, what are your thoughts on the speeders around here?
They're going too fast. And every once in a while, I clock them. You got to slow it down. 11.
11 miles, or she's getting on her horse and pulling you over. And when I say horse, it's her golf cart.
Yep, golf cart. Golf cart number 12, right?
I think so, yeah. She really started dancing, Brian. Ooh, she's making you look good, Terry. I love it. Thank you, Terry. Steve White.
Hello.
What is that?
This is an unfortunate happening. It's a Comcast cable
Let's see.
that was actually damaged or cut.
Oh, well,
Right.
that can't be good.
No, by the contractors. But anyway, we've actually already contacted Comcast. They're in the process of actually doing the repair now, and we should be back up and running within a couple of hours.
Oh, okay. So
So-
that's a fiber optic line.
Nope, this
No?
is actually just a regular coax line.
Oh,
So,
I don't know what that means.
well, it's a type of cable, but
Oh, okay. So it's a cable line.
yeah.
But what guys cut it? The guys doing the fence, or?
No, the guys that were doing the water line repairs.
Oh, the
They're
irrigation.
pulling up all the irrigation lines and redoing those, and it happened to be in what appeared to be a white irrigation line, but it wasn't an irrigation line. It was a
Oh,
Comcast
so
line.
that was in PVC pipe.
Yes,
Oh,
white
and
PVC pipe. So anyway, that was the reason for the outage. So
so now they've dispatched Comcast to come out here and fix it. So
yeah, they're already on site. They're already doing
Awesome.
the repair. So
All right.
in a couple hours we should be up and running.
yeah, I was gonna make a call to all the residents, but they're not gonna receive the call unless
No.
they're a cell phone customer. So
No.
all right, well that looks like a fun piece
Yeah,
of. I mean, really, they did a nice job cutting it nice and straight.
that they did. That
You
they
know,
did.
I mean, we can give them
admired
credit for that.
No,
Oh,
so-
I tell you, when it rains, it pours around here,
It
huh?
does, it does.
Yeah, but the good news is it's fixable.
Yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, well, thanks for that update.
All right. Well, thanks, Dawn.
Well, that's it. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Around the Square. And today I have a joke for you. And it was given to me by Janice Hine here in Gables West. Has nothing to do with this week's subject, but it just made me chuckle. What do you get when you cross Cinderella with a barber? Glass clippers. Have a great day.